It's recording now.
Okay.
Try telling a story about how books are made.
Oh, okay, let's see. Okay, so one time there was this guy, like, because you know how, like, every single era there is, everyone makes, like, a new style, and then, like, it just goes on to however style it goes on to?
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy, he was, like, a caveman, and he's like, hey, well, we're always writing on walls, and that's not a very good idea because, like, I saw my friend's house cave in, and that was a cave, and everything he wrote was just gone. So I think we should start writing on something else that won't be easily destroyed. So he went around looking for things to write on, because, like, first he was trying to write on a rock, but then it was just, like, he couldn't do it because, you know, rocks are just stupid.
Yeah, that's the reason.
So then he was looking around again, and he wanted to write on a leaf, but then he's like, oh, well, this looks pretty good, but then while he was writing, he kind of, like, ripped a hole through it, so he's like, fuck, never mind. And then so, like, after, like, a year of looking for things to write on, he even tried to, like, cut things into his, like, his stomach. That didn't work out.
Oh my God.
So then, one day he was just so mad, so then he was like, for some reason he got really strong. I don't know why. It's unexplained. So then he just decided, like, you know what? I'm tired of looking for things to fucking write on. So he started smashing up a tree, and then he was, like, stomping on it, and then there was, like, that sticky stuff inside the tree, the maple syrup, and then
It's called sap.
oh, the sap, and then, so then, I don't know how, but it somehow just, like, molded together into paper. He's like, oh my God, what is this? And then he was playing with it. He was, like, making little airplanes and throwing them around, and he didn't know they were airplanes because he was the caveman.
How did you know how to make them?
I don't know, he just happened to make it. Because, like, back then people would invent things and they had no idea, and then they would just destroy it because they were stupid.
So he invented the paper airplane as well?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, like, let's see. Okay, so one day he was just playing with his paper airplanes, and then, like, the paper airplane scraped against, like, this stuff that was kind of like lead.
Ew.
And then so he's like, oh my God, what happened to my paper, my little thing that looks like a thing that I didn't invent yet? And then so, I don't know, he looked at it, and then he looked at the little lead thing, and then he pulled it off of the wall, and then he started writing on the paper, and he's like, oh my God, this is amazing, I made a discovery. So he unfolded the paper airplane and he started drawing because cavemen don't know how to write yet. And then so he was just like drawing things, and then he decided to make more papers, but then he's like, oh well, I forgot how to do it. So he gathered all his paper airplanes and he unfolded them, and then he just like made a little book with them. And then people were like, oh my God, this is so cool, I want to learn how to do this. And then, like, the guy, he was trying to make more paper by squishing the trees and stuff, but then one of the trees got mad at him, and then it fell on him and he died. And then, so then they didn't come up with, like, inventing paper until way later again. The end.
Great story.